McCall real estate market has improved significantly, so don't miss out on your opportunity to own a piece of paradise. Trust a local experienced McCall realtor like Hayden Tanner to find you that perfect property. Whether you're looking for a vacation home or investment property, Hayden Tanner has the knowledge to show you the way. To learn more about the McCall real estate market, contact Hayden Tanner at www.mcallidahorealestate.com. It's the only address you need to know. Hayden Tanner is your McCall Resort and second home specialist and proud sponsor of the 2013 Thorne Cup Championship in McCall. Hanging out at the Manchester Ice and Event Center in McCall, Idaho with the Red Lake District Junior Hockey Talk Show After Hours. Here they are, the BS Boyz. Hey, just a quick reminder, if you'd like to contact the boys and talk live on the air to them or leave them a message, call 971-258-2840. That's 971-258-2840. Or send them an email, bsboyz@live.com. Boys with a Z. Yes, there we go. Once again, we are the BS Boyz live from the McCall Ice Arena here, actually the Manchester Ice and Event Center in McCall, Idaho, taking care of business in between games. Game 2 all wrapped up.
Another nice day, although we did have a little bit of a rain shower for about a half hour.
Yeah, a little bit of a sprinkle coming down, but yeah, great day. Bay Area playing Dallas. Bay Area takes the win 4-1 and secures their spot in the semifinals for tomorrow.
Impressive. I mean, these guys have been on fire since coming back from the Christmas break. I think 4 losses since Christmas break. Just tearing it up and very solid defensively. They had great stick activity, clogging up the middle today. Didn't let Dallas get much action down low.
Well, you know, it's kind of one of those things. Bay Area lost last night to El Paso 6-3. And Bay Area, you know, I'm not going to say they're not quick. They're not fast. They're just solid. Just
getting the job done.
They're big. They're physical. Dallas just really could not, I think, find the rhythm. And we had a great talk with Tom Kelly yesterday, the assistant coach of the Ice Jets. And it just never really got moving. So I'm positive. Boy, oh boy, Dallas was very disappointed coming up here and going 0-2 after what a great run last year, taking Idaho all the way to overtime in the final game.
They ended up with a really good record this year, just a few losses. They're averaging over 50 shots a game. Today they ended up with, I believe it was, they've got 31 listed for Dallas Ice Jets, 24 for the Bay Area Seals.
And Dallas notoriously has always put up a lot of shots on goal. And so they were definitely limited today as far as the shots on goal. 31 is not bad, I mean, for most teams, but I think they expected a lot more out of the Ice Jets.
Oh, absolutely. And you got to hand it to the Bay Area Seals goalie. Mr. Orsic, he had to stop quite a few, I'd say probably 3 or 4 breakaways towards the beginning of the game, and he did a good job just keeping those pucks out of there. Very aggressive style. The very aggressive style came out, and he even stacked the pads on one of them.
Solid goaltender. Had fairly solid numbers prior to today's game. He was 4-3, 297 goals against, a 919 save percent average. So Orsic coming in, getting the job done. The one goal that was scored by, they say the first goal, I'll say, 1924. So roughly 35 seconds left to go in the game. Orsic had his shutout taken away.
And then it looks like Dallas ended up getting the last goal of the game right at the end of the game.
Right, yeah, as the goalie was pulled. Both of those were extra attackers. So Aikens, the first goal for Dallas was an extra attacker goal at the 1924 mark. Up to that point, Orsic was sporting a pretty good shutout going. He played very, very well. So there you go. Bay Area is the 4th team in the semis. Southern has secured a spot in the semis. Now, we do have the 4 teams in, but we don't have the seedings yet. We will have those the wrap-up show, I'm sure. Once we find out what happens with the Idaho and the Southern game, which is going to be the nightcap game, and roughly, an hour and a half, roughly, we're going to have the nightcap game as Southern Oregon hosts. This is weird. Southern Oregon hosts the Idaho Junior Steelheads. Southern Oregon is the home team here in McCall, Idaho.
In Idaho's own bar.
Yeah, so that's going to be kind of weird how they do the announcements.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the big production as the Steelheads come out as the visiting team, or are they going to do that for the Spartans?
I'm going to say, go out on a limb and say Idaho.
Yeah, that's a big limb.
Yeah.
It's about 2 inches away from the trunk. Yeah. I'm going to say probably
me, I like that sturdy part. I don't like to venture too far from the branch.
Nah, you don't want to go too far out. But we do want to thank a couple sponsors here that are making this possible. Bud Light, major sponsor of the 2013 Thorne Cup Tournament. Paradise Burgers, Subway, Eat Fresh, Paul's, your Idaho grocery store since 1955, right around the time Special was born.
You're exactly right.
Hey, how about that? Good guess.
1956.
The Star News and the Pancake and Christmas House in McCall, Idaho. We had a great breakfast there at the Pancake House. Had some great pancakes, good coffee. Spent a little bit of money there, eating like kings. McCall Drug and Foresters Club. We want to thank all of you guys for supporting the Thorne Cup here in McCall, Idaho. It's a great venue. It's the first time I do believe it's really been out of a major metropolitan area.
Yeah, about an hour and a half, maybe closer to 2 hours. Probably 2 hours with these windy roads northwest of Boise.
Oh yeah, there's some twisty roads on the way up here for especially the way we came. So let's do a quick rundown here of the final game as Bay Area takes the Dallas Ice Jets 4-2.
Sure, we've got starting the scoring out. 2 goals for Bay Area Seals. Wamsiker from Ruska at 6:56 of the first period. The second and last goal of the first period was scored by Ruska, assisted by Anderson. Shots for the first period, Dallas Ice Jets 13, Bay Area Seals 8. And then we head off into the second period. We had no goals whatsoever. Both teams shut down each other. Dallas put up another 13 shots, and Bay Area Seals another 9 shots. We went into the third period here. We had 4 goals scored, 2 by the Bay Area Seals, 2 by the Ice Jets. The Seals started it off at 13:50. Cusera, assisted by Wamsticker, and DiMaggio at 13:50. At 19:01, Gillis had an empty netter, assisted by Anderson from the Bay Area Seals. And then Dallas finally got on the board. Akins from Hansen and Deitch at 19:24, and then right at the end of the game, Aby? Assisted by Deitch again.
Those of you following it on Facebook, though, as the Western States Hockey League's doing a great job doing Facebook and Twitter, it's listed that the goal didn't count. The second goal. So,
and if it didn't count,
it did. So then they came back and they said it actually did count. So it is a 4-2 win for Bay Area. Sometimes Facebook, they like to pop in a little bit quick, and then they check the official score sheet and find out the second goal did in fact count. Interesting note here, Dallas didn't lose 2 straight games all season long.
Right.
And then they come to the Thorne Cup, took a loss last night to Southern, and then a loss right now to Bay Area. So still the Midwest Division champions. Solid season. Congratulations to Dallas for having a great season. Not quite the Thorne Cup appearance they wanted, but I guarantee they got a heck of a program, and they will be back again. I'm pretty sure next year. They just phenomenal program down there in Dallas.
Yeah, second year in the league, and both years into the Thorne Cup Championship. Last year they made it into the finals. This year they didn't get into the semis. It happens, but hey, Bay Area Seals, good job.
Absolutely, yeah. They did themselves well. Again, not the outcome that Dallas really wanted, the outcome that Bay Area. They actually took Fresno in the Pacific Division to 3 games, winning the crown, and then Fresno coming in as the wild card team, Bay Area making it to the semifinals. So Bay Area, phenomenal wind-up as they make their way into the semis tomorrow.
Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling for the boys from the Bay Area Seals. Not so good for Dallas. It's going to happen. We've all experienced it. A good season, and then you get into the finals and things just don't click. The bounces don't go your way.
Just one of those things that that's why they play the game.
Yep.
You're just never really sure what's going to happen. You get out there, you play 60 minutes, and just hope that everything kind of works out your way. We have a guest eventually that will be showing up, CJ Perez, a friend of the BS Boys for many years. Actually, both our kids played junior hockey with CJ, and CJ is now in the officiating side of junior hockey.
Yeah.
And he was wearing the stripes tonight. He was wearing the bands tonight, calling the game.
Yeah, Lions in the first day, and stripes tonight. It was good to see him out there with those stripes on. It's not an easy thing to do. We've had Jared Bowman on, who's a NORPAC WHL official. We had him on our show about a month and a half ago, and he gave us a bunch of insight into what it takes to become a ref and how he got involved in refereeing. Was another interesting story too. But we're going to wait for CJ to show up here. Hopefully in a couple minutes.
If he doesn't show up, we'll do a quick break. We do have the nightcap game on tap here. We have the Idaho Junior Steelheads taking on the Southern Oregon Spartans. Well, maybe that'd be the other way around, since Southern is the home team for tonight's game. But both these teams have secured a position in the semifinals for tomorrow, along with Bay Area and El Paso. Just kind of waiting to see how the seeding falls. And we've had some pretty good predictions. There's been some guys on Facebook doing a pretty good job about picking who's going where and what the seeding's going to be. So we'll find out how well that goes. Orsic, just for, so you know, got the #1 start this evening from that game. So congratulations to Mr. Orsic, and we will be seeing him tomorrow in the semifinals.
Yeah, I don't think, unless he's just been playing phenomenal, so it's going to be really fun to watch him, whatever team he ends up playing tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. A couple other mentions here real quick. Sponsors of the 2013 Thorne Cup, McCallCabins.com. They're coming up to McCall for a winter break or summer vacation. McCallCabins.com, and Hayden Tanner at www.McCallidahorealestate.com. Both great facilities to help you out with all your resort needs. We've got KDZY, Heartland Country, FM 98.3. The Shore Lodge, where we went to Wednesday night for the great opening night festivities.
Yes.
Had a lot of fun down there. And we got Hometown Pizza, fresh, ready to bake. Yum, yum, yum. Pizza sounds good. And Precision Detail. It's all about the details. We're going to take a quick break, and we're waiting for CJ Perez to show up here at the booth of BS here in McCall, Idaho, the 2013 Thorne Cup Championships. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Oh, yes, here we are once again at the tent of BS, and there is nothing better than we like of having someone on the other end of the mic that has more BS than the BS Boys. You know who that would be? That would be big old JB, John Barth. Right here, tournament director and GM of the ice rink, correct?
That's correct. I've got to tell you, that's a heck of a compliment coming from you guys.
Yes, it is.
That's not one we usually throw around.
Not lightly, at least.
It's a gift. Boy, what a great tournament so far. Isn't it just meeting expectations?
It is. It is. No, I appreciate that. It's one of those things, you put it together, and I think like anything else, all of those little things behind the scenes that aren't going quite the way you'd hope. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's coming off as well as I think it could have. The town is really getting behind this thing, and the technical aspects are going well. The ice has been good.
Ice has been phenomenal.
Games have been phenomenal.
Great games.
Yeah.
Fantastic games. There hasn't been a blowout in the botch.
No, and you know what's we've talked about it before too, is this postseason, this second season of the hockey season, it doesn't really matter what teams did prior to that. You see a whole different side of them.
Oh, you really do.
A completely different side. Bay Area, what a surprise, and Dallas, what a surprise.
Well, it goes both ways. But
it does.
Even from week to week, you look at what happened with Southern Oregon last week against the Steelheads here, divisional playoffs, final round. It was, I think, 4-0, 9-0.
Yep.
Then Southern Oregon hauls off and takes out Dallas in the first game of the tournament yesterday.
Yeah.
There's just no way of predicting what team's going to do well, what team's not. You just have to let the boys play and, take it from there. But I'm telling you, we've got nothing but compliments.
Good.
Throughout our Facebook page and the messages and the emails of complimenting you guys putting on a great tournament. And we knew you could from the time we got involved. Not that we have anything to do with it, but you guys have pulled together just a phenomenal show.
Well, that's, once again, thanks. And I think the big key is volunteers. As you know, hockey, junior hockey, it operates on the backs of sponsors and volunteers. And for us up here, being in a small town, we've got special challenges. We don't have access to a lot of the things that you might need. I think we found that out yesterday, right? We're looking for a connector or a cable or something.
Exactly.
Says, well, it's only 100 miles to Boise. You should be able to be back in 6 or 7 hours to grab that thing.
Well, I was going to comment on that as well, but the special needs part of John Barth. That's what I was going to comment on.
Yeah, well,
you've got a lot of special needs because I'll tell you what you folks don't see at home, and what we see here. This man, from sunrise to sunset, does not. Yeah, almost to the following day, does not sit still.
Well, I'll tell you,
it's a tough gig.
There's no chance to sit still. You slow down and you get behind on this thing, and then off you go. But I mean, back to the volunteers. In essence, what I've tried to do with myself in this thing, and it's been this way throughout the season as well as with the tournament, is just be in a position of facilitating people that know how to do what they're doing. Patience Thorson has been unbelievable as our billet coordinator. The first 2 years, I can't tell you how much time I spent organizing homes for kids and explaining how to do it to the new family that hadn't done it before. That whole deal. And so having Patience take over that whole billet program and do such a good job is a blessing. Sam, you met Sam Hescock with the volunteers. We've got 30 volunteers that work these games. Sam runs them like a general. So the community steps up, and I think that's what makes it possible. If what you see me run around and doing is just keeping track of everybody and making sure they've got what they need to do their job. And it's been really neat to see how everyone stepped up and had a good time doing it. I think it's easy to feel some pressure and everybody's a little uptight and how's this going? How's that going? It's been you feel it. You can see it.
Oh yeah.
And now I can really see everybody's shoulders relax a little. We're over the hump here.
Over the hump, you got things going, and it's usually just that first day trying to figure things out and things settle down, and the technical aspect is huge. The way you produce this with Jeff Lancaster of Pro Mix Sound and Video, the guy's done a phenomenal job. And I don't think they realize how much is involved. They're watching it from their screen. We're watching it be produced. It's insane, the amount of work. And again, your volunteers, the camera guys.
Right.
These aren't professional camera people.
Heck no, once again, volunteers.
Yeah. And they're doing a great job bringing all the action to the folks at home. And hats off to you. We can't compliment you guys enough for what you've done. And we've gotten it time and time again. So, again, I don't want, the headphone's about to fall off or explode because his head's getting so big.
Well,
we don't want that.
We've got a pretty good game coming on tonight with Southern Oregon and Boise again, as you mentioned. Do we have anything special planned between periods?
You know what? Yeah, Lori Benton, our world professional champion, Lori Benton. She runs our figure skating program. She's got a couple great routines tonight. The Christmas show, we've got some little kids doing some stuff, and she had them out here practicing and doing the routines.
That's awesome.
So she's got some fun stuff planned tonight. It'll be a little different than just a skater going out there between periods. She's got some fun little routines planned.
And we do want to, definitely remind people to stay tuned between periods because we watched these kids practice
this morning.
It
was cute.
So cute, so in awe, and you're going to love this production. It's just awesome what you guys do.
Yeah.
And now, you guys usually have a skater in between periods, even during the regular season, right?
We do. Oh yeah. We do the skaters, and we've got some pretty fun fan games as well. We might break some of those out tomorrow night and Sunday. We'll see if we can get in there on Sunday. But we've got some fan games that are entertaining to say the least.
So the game coming up, Idaho and Southern. These guys are seeing each other. This, I believe, will be the 9th time this season.
The 9th time this season, and the 3rd time in 6 days.
In
7
6 days.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a couple of the Southern guys in between games, because here's what I loved, and I'll get back to that in a sec. All the teams are here. They're all watching.
Yeah.
And they're all, obviously coaches, doing the whole coaching thing. But in between games, what you don't see is all the players interacting with each other.
Yeah.
They may hit like runaway freight trains on the ice. You got to remember, these are young men, and they still have this great bond off the ice. And you see it here in McCall, Idaho. It's awesome.
Well, and I think that's something unique to this tournament, or at least McCall hosting this tournament, is that everything is within a half a mile of the rink. So the hotels, the restaurants, entertainment for the guys, it's all right here. So it's easy just to walk 4 blocks, come on down and check out another game. If we're in a large city and we're going to have to hop on the bus and drive 20 miles to go check out another game, we're not going to do that.
Well, no, and again, with Southern, these guys are half a mile away. If they can't get a ride and the bus isn't coming here, you see 10 guys walking in a pack down to their ice rink to watch a game.
Yeah,
you can't get that in a big city. You can, but it's rare. It's rare. So it's just a great family feel. You see all the young kids. You see all the young hockey minds absorbing this, and it's great for the town. It's great for the community and the program.
Well, it's kind of funny. I saw numerous times we've seen our local fans and hockey parents patting the Southern Oregon guys on the back. They've almost gotten to know them after being here for 9 days. I was joking when Southern Oregon played Dallas yesterday. I said, I'm looking up in stands expecting to see some home crowd for you guys. You've been here so long.
And that's kind of interesting because Southern is the home team tonight.
Yes.
How does that work?
We're looking at the board over there, and the equipment manager for the Steelheads asked me the same thing.
Does Boise have their own Idaho? I'm going back to the old Boise team. Does Idaho have their own locker room here? Home locker room?
Well, we have our typical locker room, but I wouldn't really say it's not necessarily a home locker room.
Okay.
But yes, we're down there in 4 and 6, and so Southern Oregon's been in 1 and 2, so everyone's back home.
Back home again.
Back home tonight. Yeah, we had 2 home teams tonight, Southern Oregon and Idaho. We'll see how this goes.
Good crowd last night. I think the attendance was underestimated on the game sheet. Because
it said about 500.
Yeah, underestimate and overperform, right?
That's us. Yeah. Actually, we're the other way around. We underperform and overestimate. It was packed.
Yeah,
it was packed. It was loud. It was rowdy. It was a fun junior hockey game.
Well,
and tonight is going to be
tonight's going to be bigger. Yeah, Friday night it should be bigger. I think the fun thing you see about a crowd like last night, even though it's intense and we know what hockey crowds are like, it's still a nice crowd. Believe it or not, here. People are intense, but it's not. It doesn't get nasty. It's intense but not nasty.
5 deep in the end wall.
Yeah, I was just going to say that he had told us that earlier in the day, and I think maybe 2 or 3 deep, but there were people packed on the glass all the way back to the desk here. People standing on the desk, and I just couldn't believe how many people were here.
Well, that's where the beer is.
A good point.
Yeah, that's where the beer is.
Well, we kept, every time they brought a new keg out.
Yeah.
Every time they brought a keg out, we were trying to get them to turn left.
I noticed that.
Didn't work very well.
I've seen you guys walking around with your camel bags too. I figure it was water. I'm sure it's water.
We have to stay
hydrated.
You got to stay hydrated, or the straw and the Slurpee cup.
Yeah,
that's always a giveaway.
Hydration. I'm a little concerned about my voice tonight, so I should probably go hydrate that just a little.
Go hydrate, man. We really appreciate everything you do, and when we started communicating, about a month ago?
Yeah,
is that what it was? We didn't know what to expect, and expectations exceeded.
Good. Well, both ways, guys. You've been fantastic to have. It's been enjoyable. I think this adds an element to this thing. I was just talking to Ron White and listening to the commissioner's interview on Channel 2. So we'll be on Channel 2 tonight, Boise.
Excellent.
News. Actually, 2 different channels tonight. But, Ron had the same things to say. That, just the flavor of this thing. Having the BS Boyz here, what you're doing with, in between period entertainment, having such great attendance for the day games.
Yeah.
He said, anywhere he goes in town, people know what's happening. Hey, you're with the league. Yeah. Hey, we're coming to the game tonight. We'll be there tonight. So.
I went to the store today to get coffee. The same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you're here for the tournament. I hope you're having fun and enjoy enjoy yourself.
We saw Ron at breakfast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he was all by himself, but he wasn't because everybody was coming up to him.
Neat.
I mean, people he doesn't know just tapping, hey, great program, man, great game, blah, blah, blah. I'm going, oh my God, the guy's trying to eat breakfast.
Well, the word could be out that Ron buys, too.
Oh, so we bought our own.
Yeah, I'd be hanging around tonight, too, if I was you, especially down at Forrester's. Hang around
yeah.
Works out pretty good.
I'm going to hang out with Ron tonight down at Forrester's, but we're going to let you go, but we appreciate you stopping by the booth of BS.
You bet. Well, thanks, guys.
It's a whole new name, and we'll be catching up with you, and awesome game. Going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Well, let's hope that next time we see Southern Oregon and Idaho, it's in the final on Sunday.
Let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
Super. Thanks, guys.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
John Barth, man. The guy does a phenomenal job,
yes.
and we just got to thank him enough.
We can't.
Well, we can. He could give us a raise. Hey, John. No, that's what I'll talk to you after the. Yeah.
Cash that check.
No, it actually bounced. John Barth, phenomenal guy, has done a ton of work here, and you really don't get to see it, but it really has been a lot of fun. Have not seen CJ Perez.
I did, and I think the refs and linesmen walked out together.
Okay, so CJ, well, you know what, though? We have another day.
Yes.
We may get to talk to CJ a little bit later on, so we will move on, but it was good to get John Barth on air to let you folks hear just how much work goes into this from the camel's mouth. Literally, the camel's mouth.
Yeah, I'll just make sure I got the duct tape next time for CJ.
There you go. There you go. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Red Light District Junior Hockey Talk Show After Hours, and we will be joining you after the nightcap game. Don't forget, Idaho at Southern in McCall, Idaho. 8 p.m. puck drop. FastHockey.com. Go catch it. Dick Dorfman making the call, and we will catch up with you guys pretty much after the game. There we go. So we're just a little ways away from game time.